Alright guys, we are back for another Dokkan battle video. So, we're gonna do another one of these kind of like link level update. I mean, these kind of have become like box updates almost in a sense, right? So we'll start with this. There has been a major change with the recent updates, right? To kind of like how I at least like organize my box and how I kind of go about collecting characters and link leveling and blah, 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 blah. So I just wanted to start on the screen. So let's head over here. So I've got the setting selected. The setting is now on global, by the way. So if you click the left one right here, these are characters that are not max level 10 links. So I have 535 characters in my box I still have to finish. And then this one, of course, shows us our maxed out link level characters. So I'm at 2,324. I was a little slow in getting this one up. I mean, obviously I'm 24 units over 2,300, but it's because of the new heroes characters coming out, right? Like, I wanted to make sure to get Limit Breaker Super Saiyan 4 Vegito and the rest of the heroes characters done before I actually jumped into this. Now, I mentioned before that there is kind of like a major update from this most recent update, and this is kind of like the main thing that I can kind of like show right here, right? So if we just look at a character who has EZ8 right here, we could use Super Mira for this example, right? So now, after the recent update, they've added a new column to this, right? Which is EZ8. So you could see now, like, if a character has an EZ8. I think that this is a good change for newer players or maybe players who return or something like that. It's very easy to just click and see if the character's got an EZA. So obviously this was definitely a really good change. Like a nice... It's one of those things where it's like a minor quality of life update, but I think it's, again, like really good that they did that. So now we have a column for each one of these, right? Now what I do with my box is I don't really like having like doubles of characters and stuff like that. So I basically am going to have like one of every character to get one of a column right there. But now, because they added the new one, which is Unawakened TUR right there, what this means is I now just have so many characters I potentially could get, right? Like, let's look at 5th Anniversary Blue Gogeta. So now, for him, there's that Uneasy 8 LR. So now I'm going to be on the hunt for many more copies of many more characters. And remember, that column right there, that 0, it's not just get the Gogeta, but I would, need the 4 dupes and potentially rainbow him. So there's just a lot to sort of go through when it comes to kind of like this most recent update. So that's the way I'm going to handle this, right? Is I'm going to just fill in a 1 in all those columns and then link level as much as I can. As we can see, I'm kind of like close to the end of my box space. Like I don't have that much left. And again, I don't really have kind of like loose characters or random stuff or anything like that, right? Like all the characters in my box are all like units like that, like are I'm going to link level. Now there is one thing here. So before I started doing that, right, which is again, keeping, 1 in every column right here. Before I started to do this, I did do this. So let's go Saiyan Saga, Pure Saiyan, Goku Family, Turtle School, boom. So I do have these version Z Gokus, right? So if we just take a look at my version Z Goku, I've got him. I have the TUR rainbowed. I do have the SSR rainbowed as well. And then I have 140 of those like base Gokus. Now I've already Baba'd a bunch. I'm slowly over the next, I don't know, however, like I'm gonna slowly get rid of some of them. Now the thing about this, I mean, I guess I could, you know what, we might as well just do this right now. So again, let's go back and double check the power level. Okay, so that's what we're sitting at, right? Now let's head back over here and let's just go ahead and get rid of one of these guys. Let's do this. I could sell him for decent Zenny as a max level LR, or we could just Baba him. Baba points are something I need a little bit more, so let's just Baba him. So what eventually I'm gonna get rid of all those version Z Gokus, but all of those version Z Gokus that I just showed, those are all max Link level 10. By bobbing him like this also does lower my power level. But those are all, like, copies that, like, I don't want to have at this point. What I was doing before is I was using them as a Link level leader, right? But that's not going to be necessary. And I was also, another reason I did that is I was scared I was going to run out of characters to Link level. And it's like, okay, what characters am I actually going to go ahead and get Link leveled? So that's why I did that. So I'm going to get rid of a lot of them. In total, all the version Z Gokus I had, I checked. It was like 1.5 million power level of those version Z Gokus. So I don't want to drop down to, like, 14 million range. It's tough. So I'm going to slowly kind of, like, ease the pain by slowly kind of, like, selling those Gokus off and getting rid of them, and eventually sort of, like, moving towards where I want to be, right? Because I am gonna need more box space. So it's really is a crazy thing that like Dokkan limits the box space in such a way that they do. I don't really see like why that's entirely necessary. I mean, I guess like server space or something like that, but it's not like you could just buy more box space, right? And this is where you put your characters, so they really should enable us to get a lot more. I've explained this several times, but global players actually are in a much better spot because box space is more readily available for global players. I mean, you do have to pay for it, like real money, right? But with every, like, Dokkan Fest, like those packs, global players are able to get a little bit of box space. So I do still have a decent number at 3,110, but I would much prefer being, well over 5,000 box space, because at a certain point, like, I can't, like, really collect characters anymore. I'm gonna have to, because like, this month, how many, like, new characters have we gotten so far in November? I'm just gonna go to the last Dokkan Fest. Let's just go and swap over right here. So this is like a new character that would come into my box. Is this Xeno Trunks, right? Dark King Fu would be new. Toa's new. The Blue Vegeta, Super Saiyan 3 Rose, Limit Breaker Broly, Super Saiyan 4 Vegito. The rest of these characters are all just easy, so I already had them. And then we get to the Gohan and Piccolo, and then the Vegeta and Nappa. So that's all the content just since the last Dokkan Fest on JP. But that's, several characters. And keep in mind that, like, right now I have 3 copies of this Vegeta. I've got the TUR, I've got the SSR, and the Unawakened SSR. So it's like all these new characters, like, that's like 3, like, spots in my box space. So eventually I'm going to run out of space. Like, it's not looking good for that. So hopefully Dokkan will kind of help your boy out, right? Like, kind of allow me to not have to worry about box space, but it is what it is. And then, of course, the Link level stage I use is 31-4. Both global and JP players should be utilizing this stage without a doubt. This is, I would say, definitely the go-to stage to do. Stage 31-4. Because not only is it a good Link level rate, moderately fast, right? A lot of the fights are just against one enemy and stuff like that, which is good. But the thing is that this stage drops both green Incredible Gems and blue Incredible Gems, which is very, very valuable. Dropping both kinds in here is super good. So, they've released a lot of new stuff with green and blue Incredible Gems over the last year, right? Every time they add new story stages, the blue Incredible Gem shop, I mean, we're talking about Kai's, Zenny, tons of resources. And then even, like, it's a character that's going to become an LR, the Broly and Trunks character, like, that's going to awaken into an LR. Global has not gotten that character yet, but they're going to get it. And that character eventually is going to awaken to LR, and it seems as though purchasing those medals with green Incredible Gems is the way to do it. So, I mean, my recommendation for those who are free to play or don't really like Link leveling, a light Link leveler, I would say, I think you should use your boosts every day to do Link leveling, and then that's it. So essentially what I'm recommending for players is you do the daily Master Roshi stage. That is a must run. You get stones, training items, Zenny, Elder Kai's. Like, you have to run that daily Roshi stage. and then you use your 3 boosts on 31-4, and that's it. Just prioritize, characters like Dark King Fu right here. Prioritizing him, to get, your big bad bosses characters to link level 10, I think is a really good way to go about it. And just use those boosts. That's the smartest way. Because I know a lot of people, I mean, they don't have fun just sitting there and link leveling all the time. I mean, I don't see it as too much of an issue because Dokkan has auto. Again, I think it's one of those things where if Dokkan did not have auto, I would be more on board with people. But like, it's easy. Just burn your stamina, get the 3 boosts in, and you're good. You're good to go. So there we go. We can finish up here. Let me know what you guys think about the link leveling journey. I will keep at it. Again, I'm slowly going to be moving down in power level a little bit as I sell off all those versions E-Gokus because I will not need them anymore. And I hate like having like the duplicates like that in my box. It's so it's ugly. We can't have that. We got to have the one in every column. So let me know what you guys think, and I'll catch y'all next time.